You gotta start with the ego raptor face. Actually, you could do it for Halloween. You could go as Ego Raptor. you got that look down. Okay. Anywho, Ricardio, played by George Takei or Takai. I don't give a crap. It's nice hearing his voice come out of this very scary heart. Okay, so you got this heart comes in, starts totally smooth, what's the word? Schmoozing the princess character, which I like the fact they kept her a scientist, because they're talking about really nerdy scientist stuff, or at least candy science, whatever that world's idea is of that, and comes in, Finn is feeling jealousy and doesn't know if he's evil or not.
But it's not jealous, he's just weird.
That's right. I'm not jealous, I'm weird! Does the wavy arm thing. You notice the arms are very much like those things you see at, like, car dealerships with the balloons.
Yeah.
They kind of go like this. All the arms are kind of like that. Somebody should make that. They should make, like, a Finn version of that. That should be really funny, regardless. So Finn is jealous / suspicious of Ricardio, and follows him. Was it the Ice King? Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, he finds him and says, "It's my heart. I was trying this experiment, and the heart is evil and wants to rip out Bubblegum's heart," which is like really that's pretty intense. Yeah. And the one part that Andrew legitimately likes, or maybe like step away from the TV, is when it does this extreme close-up of the heart's face. It's like, "I will cut out her heart and make it my own," and it's just like, ugh! It's like a legitimately like creepy scene. And they kick the crap out of the heart, I guess, and the king puts it back in and flies off with his beard. Is that always how he flew, or is that a new thing? Okay.
Nope. That's how he always does.
Okay, I never noticed that, but I thought that was pretty funny. And then Princess Bubblegum almost has Finn kiss her butt. Happy ending. So, I mean, okay, it's nice to see Finn, like I said, sort of deal with the idea of jealousy, you know, not really knowing what it is, you know, that's kind of fun. And I don't know, you could almost argue some sort of interesting metaphor about, like, the heart leaving the body and, like, controlling everything, but I'd probably be thinking about it too hard, honestly. So, yeah, try to think what else. I say the one joke I thought would have been a little funnier looking at is there's a scene where the heart's gonna take out Bubblegum's heart, and he's got her tied up, and I thought, wouldn't that be funny if, I don't know how they do it, but the ropes stop in a heart shape, like around her heart. I thought that'd be funny because he's got to cut it out, because it was sort of, I was like, wait, how would he do that without hitting the ropes? I thought that might have been a little cute. But, I think that's the one joke ever. I said, you know, this show really should have done this joke. So I think that's impressive for, like, what, 5-6 episodes, and being like, you know what, they missed an opportunity. So, yeah, it was great hearing George Takei do that voice. And also it was interesting because his voice this time around, like, you know, when he talks, he almost does an impression of himself. And here, he did that too, but it seemed a little bit more natural as well. Like, when he would talk, I almost wouldn't recognize his voice sometimes, because it seemed like he was just talking normally, which was kind of cool to hear.
For me, I loved the fact, because it always drives me nuts, that what phrase does he always rely on? It's his catchphrase now.
Which one?
Oh my.
Yeah, the oh my. That's right. And did they do that here?
Nope, not at all. And I was like,
nice.
that's really kind of cool that they didn't rely on that. They actually just relied on himself.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Also, is Ricardio a natural name, or did they make that up? It sounds, because I'm thinking, like, that sounds weird. I'm thinking Ricardo. I'm like, it's like a mix between Ricardo and cardio, right? Is that what's supposed to be? Or is it like a real name?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. Apparently, I didn't know Finn was a real name. So,
how could you not know Finn is a real? Do you know no Irish people?
No, and I am Irish.
Okay, how can you not know that? Finn again. Finn Lee. Finn. There's like a bajillion. Oh my. Okay. Your favorite show is like Adventure Time. You didn't know Finn was a real name.
No, honestly, I did not.
Why am I having you along with this if you didn't even know Finn was a real name?
Because I'm more into the show than I am into reality.
Fair enough. Okay. With that said, any other stuff you have on this episode? Anything that really comes to mind?
No, I think you hit it on the head with the whole Finn having to deal with jealousy, where he doesn't realize what jealousy is, or he does, and he just doesn't want to admit that he's actually jealous of what's going on. So he'd rather just be like, no, he's evil, or I'm just strange. I like how it's the whole really a 12-year-old dealing with that same situation.
Yeah, I would have liked if maybe... I liked playing around with the idea, is he evil, is he not? You know, he beats up... At first he looks evil, but then he beats up the Ice King. Oh, maybe he's good, but then it turns out he is evil. I would like they did that maybe a few more times. Like, maybe up till, like, the very end, you're still getting, like, he always has a reason for it as well. Like, to take her heart out. No, it's all part of this experiment I'm doing. He's lying! No, it's a serum I gave her to always tell a lie. It was part of an experiment we were doing. It's like... If they could constantly keep juggling that, that'd be even a little funnier, but then again, we probably wouldn't get that really extreme close-up scary shot.
That's very, very true.
Which I really like. I'm just gonna have that be like... I'm just gonna, like, one day I'm just gonna go, like, Rob's house and, like, have that be, like, the screensaver. He just comes in, sees his computer just with that big face on it. I'll do that to scare the shit out of him, so... but, yeah, just a basic fun episode. Yeah. You know, can't think of too much else to say about it. I guess I do like that it does go to kind of those... Like I said, a lot of this stuff I would be like, wow, like this is getting past censors and stuff. Like the idea of cutting out her heart, you know, and making out with it. I like that. You know, it's just the idea of doing that, like that gets pretty grisly, but I think because they don't show it or do it, it's kind of okay. I mean, we hear worse stuff talked about, like, in Disney films, like, you know, well, Snow White's got, like, the heart of a pig, you know, and stuff. I mean, so there's some grisly stuff, but I like they don't necessarily shy away from it, and they still keep it in good humor, too. Like, if he just, I'm gonna cut out her heart, that'd be really grisly, but the fact that he says, you know, and make out with it, actually, maybe that makes it more grisly, but we get the idea, like, he thinks he'll have eyes and a face and stuff like that, too. So,
they do a really good balance of the twisted and demented with the whole, we're gonna toss in a little joke before or afterward, to kind of soften the blow and make it like, oh, okay, so it's not so nasty.
Yeah, it's very, it is sort of fun balance of really intensely, like, gross and disgusting and violent, and really cutesy, innocent, and fun. It is kind of a funny balance.
Yeah.
It does it pretty good, actually. Like, even Finn can be... And I like shows that do that. I like shows that can have that balance. Like, even Finn can be very... You know, he can swing his sword around and be really extreme, like, adventure! But then he can, like, hold the little jiggler and be like, you know, just, oh, I'm kissing it, I don't know what else to do. It's like, that's so disgustingly innocent.
Yeah.
You know, and he'll have a lot of moments like that. So it does kind of balance out, and I think that is kind of fun. I like that more shows are at least dabbling with that. I think by the time this comes out, the, what episode is that? The Sharknado episode will come out. We talk about it, how we're sort of like, you know, because we try to come up with an idea of like these extreme masculine titles, but then we found they're all taken by sci-fi, so we go for these extreme feminine titles, but then we find that actually the biggest market is both extreme masculine and extreme feminine. So really cutesy, nice and innocent with really violent, gory testosterone stuff, and mash them together. And that actually seems to be very in right now, and I think it's kind of cool. I think it's cool that like this mishmash is going on. So, yeah, decent episode. We'll see you in the next one.